Hello guys, so try natin magsagot ng problems making use of the so-called method of joints. So basahin lang natin yung problem statement. Determine the loads in each of the members of the trash shown. So make a list of the magnitude and then the kind of load to which the member is also being subjected. So kung titingnan natin yung figure, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 5 members. So you have here member AB, member BC, you have member AC, then you have member CD, the last one you have member AD. And then yung truss na to is also subjected to a single load or single external load. So external load of 20 kN directed going down. So yung first step na gagawin natin is for us to be able to solve for the corresponding reaction. So this is made possible by creating the necessary free body diagram of the figure that is actually in question. So, take note that pagdating sa roller, meron tayong isang reaction. Now, on the part of pins or hinges, meron naman tayong dalawang reaction. So, kung titignan natin yung free body diagram, pag tinanggal natin dalawang supports, so sa A, meron tayong makikitang area of Y. And then, kung papansinin nyo, yung X component ng reaction provided by the pin or that of the hinge is equivalent to 0. Bakit? Kasi wala tayong kinokontrang X component of force to be able to counter. Kasi pag nilagay natin ng value yung area of X, hindi siya magiging subjected to the concept called equilibrium. So in this case, yung RD naman natin is going up since yung roller natin is mounted at the bottom. So in all, kung titignan natin yung figure natin, yung truss natin is actually subjected to two vertical reactions and then a single external load. So, first step na gagawin natin dito for us to be able to solve for the corresponding reaction is to try to take moment summation at A. So, with moment summation at A, kung ano man yung mga corresponding reactions o forces na makikita natin at A, which is area of Y, as well as area of X, or hindi na natin kailangang pakita pa si area of X, eventually mawawala siya. So, in this case, magro-rotate tayo at A. So, in this case, yung 20 is along the direction ng turning motion. So, eventually positive siya. So, moment is described as force multiplied by perpendicular distance. So, you have 20 multiplied here by perpendicular distance of 4. Then, another one is yung RD natin, since yung direction ng reaction natin by the roller is opposite doon sa turning motion, ang corresponding sign convention natin is negative. So, you have here negative RD multiplied by 7.5 na perpendicular distance. So, since wala nang ibang corresponding forces or reactions, eventually is equivalent to 0. So, once simplified, yung reaction provided by the roller is equivalent to 10.67 kN. Now, for us to be able to solve for the other reaction, ang gagawin natin dito is to try to take summation forces vertical. So, in this case, kung titignan natin yung figure, meron tayong tatlong vertical components of force. So, first one is yung area of Y going up. So, yung external load naman natin, 20 going down. So, negative sign convention. RD naman natin is going up. So, since wala na, sarado natin is equivalent to 0. So, once simplified, ang value ng area of Y is equivalent to 9.33. So, to check if tama ba yung na-obtain natin mga corresponding reaction, ang gagawin natin dito is try to take moment summation at B. So, in this case, yung external load na 20 kN na kanina nakikita nyo is eventually mawawala siya. So, in this case, yung RD natin sa lubong doon sa direction ng turning motion, so negative 10.67 multiplied by perpendicular distance of 3.5. And then, with turning motion at B, with respect to sa area of Y, since along, positive siya. Positive 9.33. And then, in this case, ang perpendicular distance naman niya is 4. So, since wala na tayong ibang corresponding forces na isasama, is equivalent to 0. So, in this case, pag simplify natin, negative 0.025 is almost equivalent to 0. So, meaning, yung manakuha natin mga corresponding reactions are said to be correct. Now, as there are inclined members, let us try to solve for either the angles or triangle dimensions para dire-diretso tayo mamaya. So, in this case, ito tayo sa may makikita natin sa may member AB, meron tayong makikita dito triangle dimensions. So, triangle dimensions of 3 as well as 4. So, kung gagamitin natin siya ng Pythagorean-Theorem formula, eventually, ang hypotenuse side niya is eventually equivalent to 5. So, kung titignan natin yung line AC, meron kayong makikita ng triangle na ma-generate. So, ang triangle natin dito is isang 3 as the opposite side and then 7.5 as the adjacent side. So, again, making use of the Pythagorean-Theorem formula, ang hypotenuse side natin is 8.078. Now, doon naman sa pinakadulo, so pinakaisa pang member natin na meron siyang corresponding inclination. So, ang triangle dimensions natin is meron tayong 1 as the opposite side and then you have 7.5 as the adjacent side. So, again, making use of the Pythagorean-Theorem formula, ang corresponding hypotenuse side niya is found to be at the value of 7.57. Now, step number 2, making use of the method of joints. Let us now identify a joint containing a lesser number of members. So, kung titingnan natin corresponding configuration, base sa nakikita natin, ang kakaunting member dito is either joint B or at joint D. Now, supposedly, kung hindi tayo sigurado o hindi kayo sigurado sa nakuha nyo obtained reaction at D or RD, so, ang gagawin natin dito is to try to isolate joint B. Otherwise, kung sigurado naman kayo doon sa na-obtain yung reaction at D, pwede kayo mag-start doon sa joint D. So, whichever is better suited on your case. So, in this case, try natin i-isolate yung joint B. So, kung mapapansin nyo, andun yung dalawang member, isang horizontal member sa isang inclined member, tapos external load which measures 20 kN. So, making use of the method of joints, ang gagamitin lang natin formula exclusively is summation forces vertical as well as summation forces horizontal or whichever applied first. So, ibig sabihin to, yung moment summation na formula, gagamitin lang natin to sa paggawa ng mga corresponding reaction. So, sa case ng method of joints, once meron tayong kukuhaning corresponding load sa isang particular member, hindi na natin gagamitin yung moment summation. So, exclusively, ang gagamitin natin is vertical equation as well as horizontal equation. So, here, the members are either in tension or compression. So, para masabi natin kung tension or compression, so, tingnan natin mga corresponding arrowhead. So, dalawa lang naman yung corresponding direction ng BC as well as AB. So, pwedeng yung BC saka yung AB papunta doon sa direction ng joint B or yung direction ng BC as well as yung direction ng AB is papalayo doon sa direction ng joint B. Now, supposedly, papunta yung corresponding arrowheads ng BC as well as AB doon sa position or location ng joint B. So, yung member na yon is subjected to the force of what we call compression. However, say for example, kabaliktaran naman siya. So, if the arrowheads are directed away from the joint, then the member is said to be in tension. So, in all possible cases, gagamitin natin dito yung condition called equilibrium. So, yung equilibrium na to, hindi lang natin siya gagamitin sa paggawa ng mga tinatawag natin reaction, kundi gagamitin din natin yung concept called equilibrium sa paggawa ng mga corresponding loads do sa mga corresponding members natin. So, once na in-isolate na natin yung joint B, papasin natin, So, since yung load natin dito is vertical, mag-start tayo doon sa summation forces vertical. So, kung ang load naman natin dito is horizontal, mag-start tayo sa horizontal equation. Pero in this case, since yung pinaka-basis natin dito, which is the 20 kN external load, is considered to be a vertical component of force, magsa-summation forces vertical tayo. All forces going up are considered to be positive. So, in this case, since yung 20 natin is going down, ililabel natin siya as negative. So, kung titignan natin, walang y component yung BC. Rather, meron lang y component dito is yung tinutukoy nating AB. So, in this case, magkaroon tayo ng either positive or negative AB of y. So, since walang tayo mapagkukuhanin ng y component, pwede natin sarado equation, so it's equivalent to 0. So, in this case, para mag-0 sa negative, para mag-counter natin yung sign convention negative, ang pipili natin AB of y is positive. So, in this case, you have negative 20 plus AB of y is equivalent to 0. So, ito yung tinutukoy natin AB of y. Ang kukontra sa force na going down is a force going up. So in this case, you have 20 is equivalent to AB of y. So breakdown natin yung y. So eventually, yung AB of y then becomes AB sine theta of x. So kung magre-refer tayo doon sa tinutukoy natin formula na SOHCAHTOA, eventually, sine theta of x, papalitan natin na siya na bali ng opposite all over hypotenuse. So kung titingnan natin yung right triangle doon sa pinakailalim, yung naka-highlight o naka-circle na blue, ang opposite side is you have 3, ang hypotenuse side is you have 5. So you have 20 is equivalent to AB, 3 all over 5. So pag nire-write natin equation, you have 20 multiplied by 5 divided by 3 is equivalent to AB. So in this case, ang AB natin, you have a value of 33.33 kilonewton. Now, since yung AB of y natin is going up, meaning yung arrowhead ng AB natin is papunta doon sa direction ng B. So in this case, yung AB natin is said to be via compression. So tabulate natin yun ang nating value. So AB, you have 33.33 kilonewton. So via the force or concept called compression. So gamitin pa uli natin yung joint B. So nagamitin natin yung vertical equation. Gagamitin naman natin yung horizontal equation. So in this case, kung titignan natin yung figure, meron tayong yung basis para sa AB of x. So base doon sa direction ng AB, ang AB of x natin is going to the right. So AB of x is positive AB of x since ito is going to the right. So ang kukontra doon sa positive AB of x is if you have negative BC. So since wala na, sarado na natin, sarado 0. So ito na yung direction o yung itsura ng BC. So you have AB of x is equivalent to BC. So simplify pa natin further. Yung AB of x then becomes AB cosine theta of x is equivalent to BC. So again, referring doon sa SOHCAHTOA formula. So sulat natin yung value ng AB. Ang value ng AB is you have 33.33. Ang cosine theta of x, papalitan natin adjacent side all over hypotenuse side. So kung titignan natin yung right triangle doon sa naka-circle ng light blue. So adjacent side natin is you have 4. Hypotenuse side is you have 5. So, BC, pag simplify, you have 26.67. Now, since yung direction ng BC natin is papunta doon sa direction ng joint B, ang BC natin is still under the concept called compression. So, tabulate natin once again. So, meron tayong AB, meron tayong BC, both of which are under the concept called compression. So, step number 3 is to consider other joints. So, normally, nearest or adjacent to the previously isolated joints. So, kukonsider pa rin natin yung with less number of members. So, from B, pwede tayong tumalon with either C or that of D. Pero, ang gagawin natin dito is to try to isolate yung joint C. So, once isolate na natin yung joint C, so, kanina, yung BC natin is nakuha natin. At ang value niya is 26.67. And yung BC nga pala natin, na-determine natin siya na siya is under the concept called compression. So, once again, pag sinabi natin compression, yung arrowhead niya is papunta doon sa joint na kinonsider natin. So, in this case, joint C. So, babalik na rin natin yung corresponding direction. So, yung BC natin na 26.67, instead na siya is going to the left. In this case, doon naman sa isolation natin at joint C, ang direction naman niya is going to the right. So, magre-refer tayo kung siya by extension or compression. So, once again, pag sinabi natin compression, papunta doon sa joint na consider natin, or pag sinabi naman natin tension, papalayo doon sa joint being considered. So, in this case, so since yung BC natin was already proven to be under the concept called compression, ang direction niya is papunta doon sa direction ng joint C. So, in this case, so since ang reference value natin is horizontal, magti-take tayo summation forces horizontal. So, positive BC. So, titignan natin, meron tayo dito dalawang unknown member which is AC as well as CD. So, wala namang X component, horizontal component of force yung CD. So, manggagaling lamang yung pangontra ng BC dito sa may AC. So, ang kontra sa positive BC is you have negative AC of X. So, since wala na, it's equivalent to 0. So, simplify natin. Eventually, ito, no? So, yung AC of X natin, since it was found to be negative, ang direction AC of X is going to the left. So, BC values, you have 26.67 is equivalent to AC of X. So, breakdown natin AC of X, you have AC cosine theta of X. So, again, SOHCAHTOA formula. Kung magre-refer tayo sa right triangle generated, so adjacent side is 7.5, hypotenuse side is you have 8.078. Ayan. So, pag nire-range natin yung value, you have AC is equivalent to 26.67 multiplied by 8.078 divided by 7.5. So, eventually, ang AC value natin, you have AC is equivalent to 28.725. Now, kung magre-refer tayo doon sa direction ng AC of X, since papalayo siya doon sa joint C, meron tayong ngayong basis para malaman natin kung si AC ba is actual in tension or compression. So, since yung AC of X is papalayo doon sa joint considered, which is at C, eventually, ang AC natin papalayo din doon sa may joint at C. So, ang AC natin is actually in tension. So, tabulate natin. So, AC natin should have 28.725 kilonewton under the concept called tension. So, since natapos na tayo sa X equation, so no change tayo. Ang gagamitin naman natin dito is Y equation. So, summation forces vertical, all forces going up are considered to be positive. So, in this case, kung titignan natin kung expanding configuration, ang AC of Y naman natin is going down. So, since going down siya, ang sign convention na gagamitin natin or the affix is actually negative. So, kung titignan naman natin corresponding configuration, ang kukontra sa negative AC of Y is magagaling kay CD. So, ang choice natin kay CD is hindi po pwedeng negative kasi hindi siya magsisiro. Rather, ang CD natin should be positive. Yan. So, kung positive siya, it should be going up. So, since wala na, is equivalent to 0. So, in this case, you have AC of Y is equivalent to CD. So, breakdown natin yung AC of Y. You have AC sin theta of X is equivalent to CD. So, palitan, mag-refer ulit tayo sa Sokotowa. So, AC value, you have 28.725. So, sine angles, you have opposite all over hypotenuse. So, kung magre-refer tayo sa right triangle natin sa may corresponding configuration, ang opposite side is 3, ang hypotenuse side is 8.078. So, once simplified, ang value ng CD natin is equivalent to 10.67. Now, since yung CD natin, yung arrowhead niya, papunta doon sa joint ng C, so yung CD natin is actually subjected to the force of compression. Yan. So, tabulate natin, CD member natin, ang magnitude niya is you have 10.67, ang load type niya is under compression. So, in this case, kung papasinin nyo, lumalabas, isa na lang yung member natin na kulang. So, which is member AD. So, hanapin natin corresponding magnitude as well as yung load type. So, yung AB, kung titignan natin, no? So, yung AB natin is 33.33, tapos siya is compression. So, yun yung reason kung bakit yung AB natin papunta sa joint at A. And then, sa may AC natin, ang AC natin was already found to be at the value 28.725. So, AC naman natin is under the concept called tension. So, basically, pag sinabi natin tension, papalayo doon siya sa may joint being considered, which is A. So, in this case, try natin i-isolate yung joint A. So, by summation forces vertical, para makuha natin yung AD. So, since yung AC natin is going up, so yung AC of Y natin is going up. So, positive AC of Y. Now, kung titignan naman natin yung AB, so since yung AB natin going down, yung Y component niya is also going down. So, negative AB of Y. And then, yung meron pa tayong isang reference value, which is area of Y. So, since yung area of Y natin is going up, ang sign convention niya is positive. So, yung hinanap natin, which is AD, so, meron siyang Y component kasi yung AD natin is actually inclined. So, either positive or negative AD of Y. So, since wala na, is equivalent to 0. Yan. So, simplify natin, yung AC of Y then becomes positive AC sin ng theta of X. Yung AB of Y magiging AB sin ng theta of X. And then, you have positive area of Y. And then, positive or negative AD sin theta of X is equivalent to 0. So, simplify natin. Ang AC natin is 28.725. So, pag sinabi natin sin theta of X, you have opposite all over hypotenuse. So, opposite side niya is you have 3. Hypotenuse side naman niya is 8.078. So, mag-refer tayo doon sa may blue triangle. Blue right triangle. Then, on the case of AB, ang AB value natin is you have 33.33 kN. So, sin ng theta of X, you have opposite side all over hypotenuse side. So, magre-refer tayo dito sa may red triangle. Opposite side is 3, hypotenuse side is 5. So, yung area of y naman natin is, since ito is going up, positive 9.33, then positive or negative AD sine theta of x is equivalent to 0. So, simplify natin corresponding numbers. Eventually, yung bibigay niya, you have negative 0.00013667 plus or positive AD 1 all over 7.57 is equivalent to 0. So, rearrange natin yung value para ma-obtain natin yung value ng AD. So, lumalabas yung AD natin, ang value niya is almost equivalent to 0. So, kung titignan natin yung value ng AD, actually value niya is you have negative 0.000136667. So, since it is almost equivalent to 0, ilalagay lang natin siya as 0. So, walang corresponding, walang usap no kung siya is positive or negative. Basta ang usap natin is nasa range ng 0. So, in this case, ang AD natin siya have 0 kilonewton. So, since wala siyang load na binibitbit, consider natin siya as what we call a redundant member. So, since nagamitan natin yung vertical equation, try naman natin yung x equation. So, in this case, ang AC of x natin, base doon sa direction ng AC is going to the right. So, positive AC of x. Then, since yung AB natin is going down, ang AB of x naman natin is going to the left. So, negative AB of x. So, since ang area of x naman natin is 0, pwede natin ilagay yun din. So, in this case, lagay pa rin natin. Tapos, again, yung AD natin is inclined. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong positive or negative AD of x. So, since wala na, sarado natin is equivalent to 0. Yan. So, breakdown natin AC of x, you have AC cosine ng theta of x. Negative AB of x, you have negative AB cosine theta of x. And then, lagyan na natin yung value ng area of x, which is 0, positive or negative 0. And then, yung natin, positive or negative AD of x is equivalent to 0. Yan. So, lagay na natin yung corresponding value. Ang AC natin, you have 28.725. So, cosine theta of x, base doon sa SOHCAHTOA, ang cosine theta of x is adjacent all over hypotenuse. So, mag-refer tayo doon sa may blue right triangle. Adjacent side niya is 7.5. Hypotenuse side naman niya is 8.078. So, yung AB cosine theta of x, AB value have 33.33 kilonewton. Cosine theta of x, equivalent value niya is adjacent all over hypotenuse. Magre-refer tayo doon sa may red right triangle. Adjacent side niya is 4. Hypotenuse side naman niya is 5. So, positive or negative AD of x. So, simplify natin yung dalawang numbers para makakuha natin AD of x. So, eventually, you have positive 0.00566 plus AD of x. So, AD of x, once na may breakdown, you have cosine theta of x or adjacent all over hypotenuse. So, adjacent side, tingin tayo dito sa may yellow right triangle. Adjacent side niya 7.5. Hypotenuse side naman niya is 7.57. So, rearrange natin yung corresponding value para makuha natin yung value ng AD. So, eventually, almost equivalent to 0 yung value. So, again, yung AD natin is equivalent to 0 kilonewton. So, since 0 siya, pwede natin siya i-consider as what we call a redundant member. So, tabulate na natin yung value. So, AD natin does not possess any load. So, 0 kilonewton, consider natin siya as a redundant member. Now, to check the obtained values, consider the last joint that has yet to be isolated, which is joint D. So, in this case, lumalabas, wala tayong lalagay na value ng AD. So, since yung AD natin is 0, ang magkukontrahin lang natin dito is yung CD as well as yung RD. So, by summation forces vertical, all forces going up are considered to be positive. So, you have positive RD, you have negative CD. So, since wala na, is equivalent, positive or negative AD of Y is equivalent to 0. So, pinakita pa rin natin dito AD of Y o AD. So, RD minus CD plus or negative AD sine theta of x is equivalent to 0. So, in this case, ang RD natin is 10.67. Ang CD naman natin is negative 10.67. Positive or negative AD sine theta of x is equivalent to 0. So, pwede natin cancel out to. So, eventually, you have 0. Positive or negative AD sine theta of x is equivalent to 0. So, in this case, ang AD natin or positive or negative AD, palitan natin yung equivalent value ng sine theta of x, which is opposite all over hypotenuse. Ang opposite side niya is 1. Hypotenuse side naman niya is 7.57. So, re-range natin, positive or negative AD is equal to 0 multiplied by 7.57 all over 1. So, in this case, ang AD natin is still considered to be at a value of 0. So, still, ang AD is considered to be what we call a redundant member. So, ano yung tinutukoy natin redundant member? So, a redundant member suggests that it is not initially subjected to any type of loading. Kaya nga, yung loading niya is equivalent to 0. So, ang ibig sabihin to is that in that the figure structure may still function even without its presence. So, para saan pala itong tinutukoy nating redundant member? That such part is for additional support in case that a member eventually fails. So, in case na, let's say, for example, merong mag-fail dito, mag-give way, eventually, siya yung sasapaw ng corresponding load. So, yun yung purpose ng tinutukoy nating redundant member. So, to finalize yung corresponding table, ito yung mga nakuha natin value. So, AB, you have 33.33 kN. So, compression, AC naman natin is you have 28.725 kN. So, tension. Ang AD naman natin is 0. So, consider natin what we call a redundant member. And then, you have BC, which is 26.67. So, compression. Then, last one is you have member CD. You have 10.67. So, under the concept called compression. So, ganyan lang kadali yung tinutukoy nating method of joints. So, ang method of joints, medyo mahaba siya. So, just make sure na tama yung mga initial solutions kasi pagdating sa dulo, magke-carry over yung maling number na makukuha nyo sa simula. So, ibig sabihin, pag namali kayo sa una, more or less, or most probably, magiging mali din yung mga corresponding solution nyo at the end. So, yung tinutukoy nating method of joints. So, that concludes my presentation doon sa tinutukoy nating method of joints. So, thank you for listening.